Hey, what's up everyone? This is France over here from Nintendo and PlayerEssence.com, and we've got some exciting news for you guys because Nintendo has just announced that there will be a new Nintendo Direct on Wednesday, January 14th at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast, that is 9 a.m. Eastern time. There we go. And they're going to be focusing on new Wii U and Nintendo 3DS games for the spring 2015. And there's been a ton of rumors coming out from GameStop and GameNesia that the new Nintendo 3DS will actually be launching in North America on February 13th. So that is just about a month's time from now. And that seems like a logical release date. Nintendo is going to go ahead and announce the new Nintendo 3DS release date on Wednesday's Nintendo Direct. Should be about a month from now we can get our hands on the system. Pre-orders probably start tomorrow or Wednesday or something like that. Probably Wednesday when they announce it. You can say, hey, you can go pre-order the system right now. But what I want to talk about is also some of the new games that are going to be coming to the Wii U and 3DS. But they did say games for spring. So it's going to be very interesting what they go with, because Nintendo always says, oh, there'll be games for this time period, winter or for fall or for summer or whatever, and they actually sometimes show games outside of that brand. So we all know the usual suspects. So there's going to be more information on Codename Steam for the Nintendo 3DS, the awesome strategy RPG by Intelligent Systems. There's going to be more information on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Of course, the awesome new Legendary Edition, or not Legendary Edition, but the one with the Skull Kid Limited Edition is going to be in there. So maybe there's more details on that game in total. Then there's going to be Kirby, and Kirby launches right around the same time that the new Nintendo 3DS is rumored to be coming out here in the States. So that's going to be very interesting how they pair those launches. Are they going to put them on the same day? Is going to be one before, one not? But we should get more information on the local multiplayer that's going to be in Kirby, and also just more information on the game in general, because we still haven't seen enough of the single player. So maybe they show off more of that, maybe some more features, maybe some integration with Miiverse, something along the lines of that. And then there might be something, I think there might be something on the OS. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this person is a source that always comes to me for stuff, but she does give me information at times, and she's very reliable, and she's just gave me a little nugget of information. I'm not going to tell you who, because I'll wait till she actually tells me something more solid, but she gave me a little bit nugget of information that Nintendo has some pretty cool stuff lined up for the system itself as far as the OS goes. So could this be, predicting, I'm trying to do a little prediction here, could we get a little bit of an OS update, something that they add as far as new features go? That could be something that's in the works, but who knows? But my source, as far as who I talk to, and she's got lots of stuff right when it comes to this. People that go to PlayerEssence know who I'm talking about. She has predicted and she has gotten things right before when it comes to Nintendo's OS updates and stuff like that. So hopefully there is some type of thing along the lines of OS or update or new features that they're going to be adding, and that would be really cool. Even though Nintendo did say that they're focusing on games, which is completely fine. If that doesn't happen, I'm not going to be upset or anything like that. Now, what else could they show? I think we could get some more footage of Star Fox, or maybe the first footage of Star Fox. I know that's not going to be like a spring game, but it is one of those mid-tier games. They said it's going to come out before Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is probably going to be the big fall title. So it could occupy the Hyrule Warriors slot, maybe the Bayonetta slot. I think Xenoblade Chronicles X is probably going to occupy the Bayonetta spot. So that's going to be, yeah, the Bayonetta spot. And then Hyrule Warriors, as far as when that came out, the August, September, that's probably going to be Star Fox. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe we get our first, trailer for the game, because they said that it's going to be playable at E3 this year. So maybe a new trailer. Xenoblade Chronicles X, that is something that we could get as far as information goes. We still have no release date yet or anything like that, but we could get release dates for those, but I doubt it just because they said spring games. But what else do they have? Yoshi's Woolly World, they still have Project Guard, there's still Splatoon. All of those games could also be in the works, and those are actually more likely than the games that I talked about before, because those are more probably for the fall titles. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Now, Splatoon is Q2, so that's like a summer, but it could fit in that spring window, so we could get more information on Splatoon, which I would actually really like to see, because Splatoon is actually looking really good. I think I want to schedule a new show around that. Plus, we could get more information on Project Guard and the other one, Project Guard and the robot one or whatever, something like that. I'm still not convinced those are full games. I still think those are like prototypes to be put into something else that's going to be a full game, but I just don't think those are individual games by themselves. But if they are, that's fine. I mean, I guess I'll still try them out at least. But yeah, those are all games that could be coming in the spring for the Wii U. And we also have, what else? I mean, Devil's Third does not have a release date, but Itagaki has been adamant that the game is coming out in 2015, but we don't know if it's coming out in late 2015. We don't know if it's coming out early 2015. That could be a surprise spring title, and I know it looked rough, but from what Itagaki said, I mean, the E3 build looked rough, but from what Itagaki has been saying, they've made a lot of progress with help from Nintendo, and the game is shaping up nicely. The graphics have improved, the mechanics have improved, the multiplayer is solid, the single player is beefy. They said it's not just going to be a throwaway single player, so that could definitely be something that we do see for a spring release. I'm thinking a May release on the Wii U. Who knows, because that game is not set for anything. Even when Nintendo released that little schedule lineup where they had, you know, Q1, Q2, first part, all that, last part, Devil's Third was on there, but that game's coming out 2015. So Nintendo could drop a little miniature bomb if they decided, hey, Devil's Third coming out this May for the Wii U, or even in April. But I do think Yoshi's Woolly World, it's going to be interesting to see where they spot that, because I don't think it's going to be after Splatoon. I think it's going to be before. So technically, we could get Kirby, we could get Yoshi's Woolly World and Splatoon in pretty good months here following. So Kirby's going to start off the stream of games, and then it's just going to lead right through the summer, probably capping off with Splatoon. But it's just going to be interesting how they position Yoshi's Woolly World, because that game is shaping up to be looking pretty good too. So there's a lot of great content coming. Plus, Miyamoto had an interview the other day, and he talked about there are games that we don't know about that still could come to the Wii U this year. Miyamoto said that, hey, yeah, there's games that we don't know about. There's still announcements and reveals, so this is going to be insane. I mean, I know Nintendo, they might not have all the other third-party developers backing them, but there's a lot of content, at least from what they're saying and from what, you know, they have this new Nintendo Direct. I don't think they're just going to announce Kirby and that's it. There's obviously going to be more games they're going to be giving us release dates for. They have a lot of content coming, a lot of good content, and good price content too, with Captain Toad $40, now Kirby's going to be $40. So we'll see how these other games do, and I'm just interested to see what they're going to be having at this new Nintendo Direct. Plus, with the Nintendo 3DS, there could be the release date for Xenoblade. That could be a launch title with the new Nintendo 3DS. We haven't even really gotten into the possibilities of that, and I would definitely want a portable version of Xenoblade. Woo, sign me up for that day one. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it all lines up, because it's just one of those things where Nintendo has two platforms, and both platforms are getting a ton of games. I mean, that's one thing people like to focus on, one platform or another, like the Wii U or its struggles or not. But if you have a Wii U and 3DS, you have so many games to play, and there's going to be a lot more. So it's going to be just a real crazy year this year, and I think 2015 is probably going to be the Wii U's best year out of, you know, all the ones that we've had so far. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What are you excited for? What do you think Nintendo's going to announce? Make some little predictions here and there, and make sure you check out playeressence.com on the day. That's Wednesday. That's this Wednesday, January 14th at 6 a.m. Pacific time. That is 9 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be live streaming it, of course. I'm going to be having the feed direct up with Twitch chat, so you guys can all chat it up, talk to each other, see what you guys think, have your oh no moments and all that, like oh my god, and dropping bombs and all that stuff like the Player Essence community usually has. YouTube community, you guys are more than welcome to come over and watch it on Player Essence and interact with all the community. And of course, I'll be having reaction videos up later, so look forward to that. Yeah, and just look forward to all the coverage of all the stuff on Player Essence, and I'll definitely be covering it because it's 6 a.m. so I can cover it before I have to go to work. So that's good on Nintendo for doing it by 6 a.m. so I can get that covered before I take off to work by 9. So all right, Nintendo, good guy Nintendo, pulls through the clutch. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you did like that video. Lets me know you guys want me to do more videos like this. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're someone new, as you're going to get new content on Splatoon, on Yoshi's Woolly World, on Bayonetta. I'm always doing all sorts of different types of shows and all sorts of stuff. You're going to get the Player Essence Cross Nintendo. You're going to get the Legend of Zelda show, Xenoblade Chronicles. We got all sorts of shows and videos upcoming for Nintendo's year, so you're going to love it here if you're a Nintendo fan. All right, thanks again, guys, and we will see you for the next one. Peace.